up, a look at the upcoming Slack Friday, a Flagstaff tradition that takes the place of the well-known retail sale event. Plus, how you can stay safe on the roads this holiday season. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome back to NAZ Today. I'm Liam Combs.
And I'm Lena Zaubzer. Thanks for tuning in. As this year's Black Friday approaches, Flagstaff businesses are preparing for a retail tradition of their own, Slack Friday. NAZ Today's Andy Hornberg is here with more.
Thanks, Lena. In anticipation of Flagstaff's Slack Friday sales, I checked out Mountain Sports and Earthbound in order to find out what Slack deals are all about. The Downtown Flagstaff Business Alliance does Black Friday a little differently, encouraging shoppers to relax and avoid the chaotic department store rush in exchange for local deals. Mountain Sports sales associate Emma Harris says it's about going local.
Slack Friday is a term coined by the Downtown Business Alliance so that people are encouraged to shop locally within Flagstaff and the downtown businesses and not wake up at the crack of dawn and go to the big box stores.
Mountain Sports will be having a 20% off sale Friday, but don't expect them to open at midnight like the big department stores. 9 a.m. works just fine for them. Looking to other shops in the area, Earthbound Trading Company manager Veronica Duran says she's cutting prices by nearly a third.
Yeah, so we will be running a 30% off entire store promotion at Earthbound. Our hours that day will be from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. We have clothing, crystals, home decor, jewelry, all kinds of things.
Mark your calendars for the 25th, folks. Slack Friday will be an opportunity to support local shops and avoid the holiday rush. Feel free to sleep in without the fear of missing great deals. Andy Hornberg, NAZ Today.
As we speak, the Boys and Girls Club of Flagstaff is hosting its annual community Thanksgiving dinner. The event is free to the public, but they ask you to RSVP before attending so they can plan out the right amount of food. If you have already RSVP'd, make sure to head on down to 301 South Paseo del Flag after this broadcast before 8 p.m.
A well-known campground near the Grand Canyon is getting a new name. The Indian Garden will be renamed Havasupai Garden. The change is the result of an agreement between Grand Canyon National Park and the Havasupai tribe. The original name was dropped because it served as a reminder to native tribes displaced by the national park.
An inmate in Pima County Jail in Tucson has taken his life, making it the second suicide there in a week. The Pima County Sheriff's Department said county officers were doing rounds and found 40-year-old Amin Shahid Muhammad Ali unconscious in his cell. This death comes only 5 days after 50-year-old inmate Hugh Burford died in a similar manner. In other news tonight, hockey season is upon us here in Flagstaff and has been since September. There's been talk about an on-campus rink in the Union Fieldhouse for the past 10 years, and this year students have finally decided to take action.
NAZ Today's Jordan Valenda tells us about how students have created a petition that has been getting noticed around NAU and Flagstaff. Let's take a look.
Thanks, Lena. NAU students and Flagstaff locals have expressed interest in getting an on-campus rink at the Union Fieldhouse. A petition was created recently and has been getting quite the attention. Let's check it out.
D3 coaches Andrew Burling and Jacob Smets spoke about the importance of the petition and how it makes the club have a voice at NAU.
The petition has really kind of gone into full swing. For a long time, we felt like we haven't had kind of a voice in the university because we are a club, we're outside the university.
The team's general manager, Chris Walsh, works for NAU, so with his aid and voice on campus, the team is hopeful that they will get the rink, which can provide a place that both players and fans can call home.
Well, I mean, we're able to put a lot of fans for both D2 and D3 here at J. Lively, and we are 2.5–3 miles off of campus. I think we could pack a pretty big house on campus.
The rink can provide a variety of uses for both the NAU and Flagstaff community.
The hope is that we would also be able to do things like shuffleboard, teaching skating lessons, all of those things which would benefit not just our program, but the entire university.
Assistant Captain Jack Tomlin spoke about how the rink can benefit the students here at NAU.
It'll be more fun for the fans. They don't got to come out here. It's right on campus. It's way more accessible to all the students. We'll have way more seating if the plans go through.
As of right now, the petition is still up and has over 1,800 signatures. It can be found on both the D2 and D3 Instagrams or by visiting naujacks.com. Jordan Ballender, NAZ Today.
Arizona tries to keep an anti-immigration rule going that was initially put into action to stop COVID spreading. Arizona and 14 other states filed a statement to keep the court from lifting it yesterday evening. The Trump administration initiated the so-called Title 42 that allows border control to turn away asylum seekers at the border, using public health as the reason. This week is the start of the holiday travel season, and there is some important information that motorists need to know before heading out.
That's right, Lena. As we all know, those interstate highways can be pretty difficult to navigate, and especially during a winter storm. NAZ Today's Richard Espinoza joins us now in the studio with more.
Thanks, Liam. Highway Patrol Sergeant James Karn says particularly that this year it is the most important to be prepared before traveling.
If you're able to avoid the area, if we have bad weather, then that's obviously what we recommend. However, if you can't avoid the area, you can check az511.com for constant roadway weather conditions, or you can dial 511 on your phone.
In case of rough weather, Karn says it's best to stick to the interstates.
We recommend you stay on major highways because they're usually going to be the ones that are going to be plowed first. So Interstate 17, Interstate 40 are going to be the big ones to take to the valley.
Driving on ice is very tricky, and Karn says you need the right equipment.
Studded tires, make sure you have four-wheel drive if possible. Slow down is the big one. Slow down, don't make any erratic movements while you're driving, jamming the gas, jamming your brake, making evasive maneuvers with your steering wheel so you don't lose control. And also avoid the plows. Stay behind them, they're clearing the roads for your safety, so stay behind them and give them room to work.
Arizona Department of Public Safety spokesman Bart Graves says that this Thanksgiving travel season is likely to be the busiest in years.
Well, all predictions are that thanks to the recovery from COVID, we're not to where we were in 2020. We will be approaching travel levels not seen since 2019.
Graves suggests that all motorists get on the road as early as possible.
We always try to advise people to travel at off hours to avoid congestion, to avoid just a lot of the issues you see on the road.
If you want to find information on what your routes to take during your holiday travel, visit the Arizona Department of Public Safety on their website at www.azdps.gov/safety. Richard Espinoza, NAZ Today.
Coming up, the names of the Club Q shooting victims announced by Colorado Springs police. Also, a couple of miracles heard round the world just in time for the holidays. Stay with us.
Well, you're not going to have to worry about that holiday travel for Thanksgiving. However, moving forward, you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on those routes. We have dry conditions continuing here in the forecast, going to be making for a very cold front, cold and very chilly Thanksgiving Day around Arizona, and a high pressure system that will warm up throughout the north as well, here in northern Arizona as well. Now we'll have more on weather, so stay with us after the break.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I know,
was.
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Hi, Meals on Wheels. I'm Marco. I'm a college student, and I volunteer as a driver for Meals on Wheels. I think it's awesome meeting these people. I mean, they're so interesting. They've had so many wonderful experiences in life. Your community helps to raise you up into the person that you become. Meals on Wheels is a great way to give back to that community.
Colorado Springs police releasing the names of the 5 people killed inside a gay nightclub Saturday. 19 others were injured when a gunman opened fire at Club Q. Authorities are investigating the incident as a possible hate crime. As CNN's Jen Sullivan reports, the shooting has terrified the LGBTQ community and the city of Colorado Springs.
A city in mourning after a night out turned into terror when a gunman opened fire Saturday inside a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs.
It sounded like an eternity when it was happening.
5 people were killed and 19 others injured inside Club Q. The shooting shattering the LGBT community's sense of security and terrifying the city. It's now being investigated as a hate crime.
The devastation this violent act has had on our community cannot be measured.
Outside of the club, a growing memorial of flowers and messages of love. The 5 victims killed have been identified as Daniel Aston, Raymond Green Vance, Kelly Loving, Ashley Pugh, and Derek Rump. The shooting lasted minutes.
I saw the outline of a man holding a rifle at the entrance of the club, just probably about 15 feet from me.
Police receiving several 911 calls.
Active shooter. We are getting reports of 4 to 7 possibly injured.
Authorities say the gunman was carrying an AR-style weapon and also had a handgun. 2 heroic clubgoers tackling the shooter and stopping the rampage. The mayor of Colorado Springs meeting one of them Monday.
He simply said to me, I was trying to protect my family.
Police identifying the shooter as 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich, who faces 5 counts of first-degree murder, among other charges. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
CNN reports the gunman was discharged from the hospital and moved to the county jail where he awaits trial set for tomorrow.
'Tis the season for miracles, some big, some small, and some unexpected. CNN's Stephen Nance has the story.
We haven't passed Thanksgiving yet here in the States, but in Germany, the Christmas festivities and markets are well underway. And the market in Dortmund has the honor of hosting the world's largest Christmas tree. At 147 feet tall, it took 4 weeks to decorate it with ornaments, 48,000 LED lights, and a 13-foot, 441-pound angel resting on top. According to CNN affiliate RTL, the lights will be limited to 8 hours per day to conserve energy. Meet Lydia and Timothy Ridgway. They might look like your typical adorable newborns, but their story is anything but. At 3 weeks old, these twins are already world record holders. According to the National Embryo Donation Center, they were born from embryos that were frozen 30 years ago, making the Ridgway twins the longest frozen embryos resulting in live birth. And finally, blink, and scientists might have missed it, but that's a black-naped pheasant pigeon. Never heard of it? Not surprising, since the last one hasn't been seen since 1882. An expedition team of international scientists spent a month in Papua New Guinea trying to locate the bird with the help of local experts. Just 2 days before they were set to leave, jackpot. In a moment 140 years in the making, a camera spotted the bird in Ferguson Island. For Take a Look at This, I'm Steve Nannis.
Bye-bye. Hi.
hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Tori Smith, here to bring you weather on this slightly overcast Tuesday evening. Now, we don't have a show tomorrow, so this is also your Thanksgiving cast for you. Thanksgiving Day, we're looking at highs around the 50s. In higher elevation areas such as Flagstaff and Williams, you're looking a little bit under 50, so 40 degrees in Flagstaff. Payson seeing a high of 51, Prescott high of 52. And in your low category, we're looking about lows of about 30 degrees. So Payson 29 degrees, Phoenix 45, and Prescott 27 degrees. So when you go out on Thanksgiving, or if you're eating outside, you're definitely going to want to bundle up. Now, taking a look at Flagstaff currently, we're seeing a temperature of 37 degrees right now and a wind chill of 37 degrees because we have no wind right now in Flagstaff. Current satellite, we're seeing some clouds move through here. Now, they're very stagnant right now because we have that, we don't have very much wind, but this will be clearing up tonight as well. High today was 50 degrees, low tonight going to drop down to 19 degrees. Going to be very, very cold. Right about those averages right there. Now, we're not seeing any precipitation, and we don't have any precipitation in the forecast for you. So cross your fingers for some rain. Now, highs across the state for today, we're looking pretty chilly, about 50s and 60s across the state for you. Tonight, forecast low going to be 19 degrees, gradually clearing up here. It's going to be clear skies as of tomorrow. Now, tomorrow we're going to see a high of 53 degrees. Sunny skies once again, sunrise at 7:09 a.m. for you and sunset at 5:17 p.m. Now, taking a look here for tomorrow, we're looking about the same as today. So 64 degrees in the Grand Canyon, 63 in Sedona, 60 degrees in Payson, and 52 degrees in Tuba City. Phoenix remaining above 70 degrees at 72 degrees, as well as Lake Havasu at 73. Now, taking a look back here in Flagstaff, we're seeing a cold front coming in on Thursday. So we're going to have a 40-degree temperature on Thursday. Low temperature going to remain the same throughout the week. We're seeing kind of a warming trend here in northern Arizona. 53 degrees on Wednesday, going to go down to 40 degrees Thursday, 49 degrees on Friday, 53 degrees on Saturday, and 51 degrees on Sunday. Now, taking a look at those lows once again, definitely going to want to make sure there's no water on the roads for any reason that could freeze over during your holiday travels. So make sure to stay safe this holiday and tune in next week for more weather, news, and sports. We'll see you after the break for sports.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure
love.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals 25.
Good job!
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Welcome back to NAZ Today. Hello, and welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Tyler Murphy, and I will be your sports reporter for the night. Not many fans know how much work goes into putting on sports events. Flagstaff High School's Bob Oberhart has put in the work behind the scenes for Flag High since the 70s. First as a teacher, then statting both football and basketball. Football head coach Sean Manning had appreciative words about Oberhart when I caught up with him yesterday. Take a look.
He pops into the weight room during the summer. He's here during other events that we have, like 7-on-7 tournaments, lineman challenges, the Marine Corps Challenge. Any event that the football team schedules or programs, and that could be an away trip too. Going down to Payson or to the Phoenix for the Valley or Monument Valley, for 7-on-7 tournaments. So he really feels like a coach to me, even though I know he's a historian. He doesn't do the X's and O's and things like that, but he provides us with so many other things that the kids appreciate and the coaches in the program.
As fall is looking more like winter, so are sports seasons. NAU's football finished their last game of the year against the Weber State Wildcats last Saturday. The Lumberjacks fell in a heartbreaking defeat with a score of 33-31. The Lumberjacks won't be making the playoffs with their record of 3-8, but it is to note that 5 of their losses were decided in the final minute of the game. Moving along to a different fall squad that just capped their season off, the men's NAU cross-country team edged out Oklahoma State Cowboys to secure the first-place finish in the NCAA championship. Since the Lumberjacks and Cowboys tied scores with 83 apiece, the decision had to be made head-to-head by the 5 finishers for each time. The first Lumberjack runners to cross the finish line were runner Nico Young, who came in second place, followed alongside his teammate Drew Bosley. For the pair of runners and the team, it is their 3rd straight championship, solidifying the three-peat. On top of their previous three-peat, making the 6th championship in the last 7 years, which could be named a dynasty. Switching it over to the court, NAU's men's basketball matched up against the number 4 ranked Texas Longhorns last night and fell 73-48. The Lumberjacks were a little too loose with the ball, having a total of 21 turnovers and only shooting 17% from beyond the arc. The Lumberjacks are currently 2-4 to the start of the season, but have gone up against some notable competition, with Michigan State in their first game, followed next with Arizona State. At the time of the show, the Lumberjacks are currently on the road facing the Texas Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros in Edinburgh, Texas. That's all I have tonight for your Northern Arizona sports. Stay tuned after the break for your weather recap with Tori Smith.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
I just found out my work party is a +1. You want to go?
This is my boss, Ella.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
You're welcome. Nope, I'm high. But I'll clean the kitchen while you're gone.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it. My support team never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew who I could become as a person. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to NAZ Today, you guys. Now we're seeing quite a bit of a warming trend coming through northern Arizona. So 53 on Wednesday. Thursday we are going to be seeing a dip in the temperatures, a cold front come in, and then it's going to warm right back up to 51 on Sunday. Now with that being said, I'm super excited for Thanksgiving, and I am looking forward to eating those deviled eggs. Now Tyler, what are you interested in eating?
Oh, I would say my grandma and Nana make the best side dishes with stuffing and mac and cheese salad.
That sounds really good. Wow, I'm gonna have to be basic, guys, and go with the turkey. I'm sorry, but it's just how it is. How about you, Leanne? I know you're from Germany, but what about you?
Yeah, so it's my very first Thanksgiving ever, so I would just take everything people serve me. I will not be picky at all. I just take it everything, you know.
What are you doing for your Thanksgiving, Lena?
I'm invited by one of our professors with like 2 international friends, so I will get the full experience.
Awesome.
And I heard his wife is a really, really, really good cook. So I'm really looking forward to try all her foods.
That's exciting. We'll have to talk about what you like after next week for sure.
Definitely, I will tell you everything about that. That's all that we have for you tonight. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, and all the other social medias. Have a happy holiday. We'll be back for you here next Tuesday, same time. Have a good night.